What's up, YouTube, and good morning. My name is Amesbro. We are going to be discussing today we're going to talk Season 4 of UtaPri. I want to specifically talk about the Duet episodes. Here was my ideal scenario going in. And people, by the way, before anybody even leaves a comment, I know what 2 episodes in. I know I'm already going to get your heavens biased. No shit. I've explained that in a 32 fucking minute video. Okay. I need to explain to you what is actually wrong with these episodes. Going in to Season 4, the biggest complaint about heavens that we have gotten at this point in time was the following. We know nothing about them. Nothing. The closer we got to the season, when we actually saw what the character pages was, you had a little blurb that mentioned little things about each character. Okay? Itty bitty things. And they managed to emphasize those to a degree in the episodes. Okay. The thing of it is we needed to be we needed those expanded upon for, in many respects we needed them for both sakes. For the STARISH fans, so they knew whether or not they really want to get behind this character, and we needed for the Heavens fans because we know that we want to learn more about them. Now, we also know that Broccoli's trick is they will wait and then give you the full backstory of a character in a game, usually. As we've noted, these anime episodes are typically a primer. The problem is we have no guarantee from Broccoli yet. I think it's still going to happen though. We have no guarantee from Broccoli that we're going to get a game based around heavens. So, let's assume for a second that we don't. I still think we are. It is the job of Broccoli and A1 Pictures to give us enough information about the character from the character to be able to determine whether or not you're going to like them or not, whether or not it'll be easy to embrace them or not. If you're going to give us a game, then I can understand holding off. But you still have to give us enough when it comes to them interacting with Haruka to be able to go, okay, I can trust this character with Haruka, so therefore it's easier for me to take them. Now you can say, and this is kind of weak, but you could say this, episode 1, when they were doing their confessions, was a glimpse into their personalities. To a degree, you are right. But we needed those expounded upon. When we did Mighty Aura, my first thought was, okay, cool. We're going to get to learn about Iji's personality, which is a goddamn sweetheart, and we're going to get to learn about him and how he interacts with Haruka. We did eventually learn about him, but that was towards the end of the episode. That I'm fine with. But what I wanted to see, and we didn't get to, is how Haruka interacts with Iji. Like, we didn't actually get to see her work with him individually, so I don't know, and you don't know, how she develops her chemistry with him. Same thing with Yamato. when Yamano punched Seo, we didn't get to see her as not only the composer, but she is the go-between between both agencies for right now. We didn't get to see her deal with this conflict. She doesn't do that. And what we also didn't get to see is how would Heavens have handled the situation with him. We've seen, and God bless A1 for doing this at least, when they were doing Heaven's Gate, we got to see Echi be a commander, a leader of his group, which is something that, if you honestly are objective, and I mean this, even the Quartet Knight, as dysfunctional as they are, Reiji tends to take command, and if he gets fed up with people's shit, he'll get up and walk the fuck out. And he did. And in a weird way, that unified them, because they realized, oh shit, he's mad. And then they became a unit. Although I admit that, boy, that's literally like same shit, different day. We've seen this done before now for practically two to 3 seasons. This is getting stupid. STARISH, the leader, is technically supposed to be Otoya. The problem is he doesn't have the command that Ichi has. And if you were honest, you know he doesn't. If you watched SXX, you know that Tokia took a better command of getting the party preparation done, while Otoya took the back seat. Keep in mind, the center or the leader of STARISH is supposed to be Otoya, and he takes a back seat to Tokia. Think about that for a second. This is why, in some ways, when you look at STARISH, and I will forever not understand their dynamic. This is why. This is honest to God why, and I've discussed this for 32 minutes. This is why it's hard for me, really, to get behind STARISH. Because they always have to have some drama that unifies them. If you... I look at it this way. If after 4 fucking seasons, your unit isn't... Well, 3 seasons technically, this is for the start. But if after 3 seasons, your unit can't be galvanized already, and you're ready to knock heads, and you're ready... Because STARISH, believe it or not, when all their bullshit is going on, they don't seem like a group that wants to win Triple S to me. They seem like a group that still has to get their head out of their individual heads out of their asses. And it's like, why? Like, I'm looking at this like, are you blind? Seriously. No. Be objective. And I'm trying to be. If somebody from Heavens acts a fool, I guarantee you, Echi's in their face getting ready to slap the shit out of him. Because he pulled that on his brother when he was fucking up during Heaven's Gate. Here, what's STARISH done? Tell me, what has STARISH done when you can say eventually they all, collectively get together and rally behind their member, but look how long it takes. If it's a member of Heavens, Ichi's up their butts, and if you even look at the endings, if you look at the ending of Legend Star, it's clear the way the dynamic is with Heavens, because the brothers are united. You got Vaughn, Kira, and Yamano working out together. And then you got, of course, Nagi and Shion, hanging out, reading, doing whatever, and literally Shion will let Nagi use him for a backstop. The point is, it's the weirdest dynamic I've ever seen. A group which looks absolutely unified, and is, for the most part, minus my man, but, I think he's coming around. It's the weirdest dynamic I've ever seen. They are literally showing you, they showed it to you in Mighty Aura. They are showing you the unity, and they want to keep showing you that, but I guarantee you, this is what happened. I guarantee you. Episode 3 happens. They overdose on Heavens. They show you their unity. They show you Etchi's leadership. They show you a lot of things about them, which freaks Tokyo the fuck out. So this next episode, they don't show that. They went, oh shit, we overdosed on them. Now we gotta show you, now we gotta OD on Zero. Although, to be fair, I will say this, a part of that was to give the backstory of Yamato. The issue is, we didn't have Haruka going to Yamato and finding out from himself. We didn't see her going and talk to Yuji to learn about him. We got the info dump at the end for him, and we got the info dump from Hyuga. Maybe I'm missing something, but why can't STARISH fans go, okay, look, we've had 3 seasons of character development. It's time that we give these boys some time so we can learn about them. We haven't, and I haven't heard one STARISH fan say, you know what? Broccoli's been treating Heavens like shit. Let's give them some time in the spotlight. Let's have our character take a step back, because we already know about him a lot. Let's take on this character and find it and get into their soul, get into their personality, get into why are they an idol? What kind of style of music do they listen to or perform? A lot of different things. We don't really get to see or hear that, and it's goddamn. It's frustrating. It really is. I want to see something happen. Okay? By the end of this, where there's some kind of merger. So when season 5 comes, Haruka ends up going and starts to work with Heavens a bit more. Or, if the STARISH fandom won't give up Haruka, let's introduce a new composer. Let's introduce a new female composer, and we can learn about her and start to learn her story with Heavens. Because someone remixed Heaven's Gate. We don't know who it is yet. We goddamn sure know it wasn't Nanami, because she hasn't even been anywhere near Raging's agency for long. So who was it? Who was the mystery composer? Who was the mystery man or woman? We don't know. I'd like to find out, wouldn't you? I think that's my frustration, though. We're going to end this season with a lot more questions about Heavens than we have answers. And that's something that we don't need. We need Heavens to start getting the spotlight. And when we don't, it's going to frustrate people that want to become Heavens fans, like big time, because what happens in the end if they don't succeed, and not just in the anime, but with their singles? Because what you don't know is, I guarantee you Broccoli will look at the organ charts. Okay? Now part of this is Devon A1's goddamn fault, but I'll talk about that in the next video. If they look at the organ charts and they see that the singles failed, who do you think they'll put the blame on? They won't put the blame on STARISH, because they're on their like nobody's business. So they'll put the blame on the other guys, when meanwhile A1 didn't give them any time to develop. Someone from Broccoli needs to go to A1 and go, look, you gave 2 episodes and you gave Heavens like no time, and we still have to market them. So what the hell are you doing? That's what I would have done. I would have said, look, if I was in the goddamn meeting, if I was someone from, say, Sentai, because they're on the committee, I would have asked them the following question. You're doing a duet series, right? So who's going to get the bulk of the episode, or can you do a split story in the episode? If they said they couldn't do it, I'd say, then why the fuck are we doing a duet series? Just give it to STARISH, since that's who you're going to focus on properly. I seriously would have told them just to cancel the season unless they got their shit straight. I would have told them that. I would have said, before you even do this, do you know what you're doing? And if they said they have no idea how they're going to write the story out, then I'd say, why the fuck are we doing this? Seriously, why? Do you know? Do you know why you have Heavens in here? It shouldn't be to get STARISH over. It should be STARISH trying to get Heavens exposure. And they're not doing it. They're hogging the spotlight. If you're honest, that's what's happening. But you're not honest. I have a hard time taking a STARISH fan seriously at this goddamn point. That's just being honest. But maybe it's just me. I need to hear from a STARISH fan why Heavens fans don't have a right to be pissed off. I need to hear from a STARISH fan that is objective, that can say, you're right, Heavens is getting screwed a little bit. I need to hear from a STARISH fan that honestly can say, it with a clear conscience, Heavens has gotten enough time to have their story told, and it's not just done through a proxy or a late minute or last minute info dump. It's done in the episode. And then I need you to give me every single timestamp so I can go back and watch them, because I'm missing something, right? Tell me what it is, please. I hope you enjoyed this video, besides this rant, which went on longer than I wanted it to. And I didn't even want it to be a rant, but look, I'm at my ends rope with this, because I'm going to try to enjoy the season as a Heavens fan, obviously, just as a UtaPri fan in general. But I want to see Heavens start to really get their time in the spotlight, and I'm not seeing it. What am I missing? Please, tell me. Y'all take care. I'll see you in the next video when I talk about the fuck up that is the episodes and the release dates of the CDs. Talk to you in a bit.